In the world of maritime history, few events echo louder than the tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic. A ship of dreams, a vessel of unparalleled luxury, embarked on its maiden voyage on the 10th of April 1912, only to meet a disastrous fate 4 days later. This is a tale of ambition, human error, and a chilling reminder of nature's might. A chilly night in the North Atlantic. It was the 14th of April, 1912. The Titanic, the largest ship afloat at the time, was on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City. With over 2,200 passengers and crew, the ship was a symbol of human ingenuity, a floating city that held the promise of a new era in transatlantic travel. On the surface, everything appeared serene, but beneath the calm, danger lurked. The Titanic was speeding towards a colossal iceberg, a silent and deadly nemesis in the inky darkness of the night. Despite multiple iceberg warnings received throughout the day, the ship maintained its speed. The fatal collision occurred at approximately 11:40 p.m., ripping a series of holes along the ship's starboard side. The Titanic, deemed unsinkable, began to sink. The ship's design, ironically intended to keep it afloat in the event of such a disaster, worked against its survival. The watertight compartments, designed to seal off water in case of a breach, were not sealed at the top. Water spilled from one compartment to the next, pulling the ship down. In the chaos that ensued, lifeboats were launched, but they were insufficient. The women and children first policy left many lifeboats launched half full, and hundreds of people were left stranded on the sinking ship. The Titanic slipped beneath the icy waves in the early hours of the 15th of April, taking with it over 1,500 lives. Rescue came in the form of RMS Carpathia, who, after receiving the Titanic's distress calls, raced to the scene. They arrived nearly 2 hours after the Titanic sank, managing to save over 700 survivors from the freezing waters. The sinking of the Titanic is a story of human ambition meeting an unstoppable force of nature. It's a tale marked by heroism, cowardice, fortune and misfortune. It's a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fallibility of human presumption. To sum it up, the Titanic's tragic story began with a departure full of hope and ended with a disaster that shook the world. Despite the numerous iceberg warnings, the ship sailed on, leading to a fatal collision. The unsinkable Titanic sank due to a design flaw, and the insufficient lifeboats resulted in a high death toll. The RMS Carpathia's heroic rescue efforts saved over 700 lives, but the tragedy of the Titanic remains a sobering lesson in maritime history. It's a story that continues to captivate and caution us, even after more than a century.